Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So this is an update on my STD progress as of today. I am in module 4 of the course that I'm doing. I'm hoping to finish today, or tomorrow. Yeah, and I've just created a cool research assistant. I've been playing around with it and I wanted to show it as part of my progress today. So what the research assistant is it does research for you based on a topic that you give it. And it does this in a very interesting way. So first you give it a topic and then you tell it the number of analysts you want. So basically the work of this analyst is to ask an expert of this topic about the topic. Now this looks a bit all over the place, but say we give it a topic like SMEs in Africa or AI in SMEs in Africa. So what it does is that it creates two or the number of analysts that you want. I'll use two for an example that are interested in AI and SMEs for Africa. And this will be two different personas. Maybe one is an SME owner, the other might be a technology creator. And so what it does is that once these two are created, the agent also creates experts. You can think of them as experts of these topics. And what these experts do is they have access to the internet and they have access to Wikipedia. And so they look for information about what each of the personas of the analysts may want. And as the analyst asks a question, the expert tries to answer the question by looking for information on the internet and then answers the question that the analyst wants them to answer. Hopefully that makes sense. If that doesn't, it's okay. The way you can think about it is we have a research assistant here. Yeah, and it's very easy to set up. So I'll just quickly show that. So you can see the process that I was trying to explain. We create a bunch of analysts. We have some human feedback here. So basically, once it's created the analyst, you say whether you're satisfied with the analyst's personas. And yeah, after that, now you start the interview process between the expert and the analyst that you've created. Now, these are two AIs. One AI is very curious to know something, and the other is a big expert in this thing that the analyst is wants to know. So once that is done, we search the web, the expert searches the web, answers the question, goes back to the analyst, and do you have another question? If they have another question, now the process continues. Eventually, we save the interview and then we write a section or an article from this. And so yeah, let's look at what this is. Um, so I will run the application. It's running. Some part of this may take really long, so I might pause and then come back. So the maximum number of analysts that I want two analysts, and the topic that I will be researching is maybe the Rubik's Cube. And let's have a maximum number of sources. Two. So these are the sources that uh, the analyst will be referring to. So for each analyst, I've said that they should refer to a maximum of two sources. Yeah, and let's submit. So you can see it creates the analysts. I've chosen Rubik's Cube because I have a Rubik's Cube here. That's not anything that I thought about. Yeah, and so let's look at who the analysts are. Dr. Emily Chan focuses on the cognitive processes involved in solving the Rubik's Cube. Her research explores how solving the Rubik's Cube can enhance problem-solving skills, improve memory, etc., etc. That looks like a good researcher or a good analyst. Let's see the other one. Martinez is a speed cubing enthusiast and analyst who studies the competitive aspects of the Rubik's Cube solving. Yeah, that also looks like a good analyst. Now, if you wanted to change, you can write some human feedback here. But I don't see anything to change. I'm satisfied with that. Those ones look good, so I'll just click continue. And this part may take really long, or we can watch it as it happens. So yeah, it's happening very quick, and the interface does not allow me to scroll, or it does. So the analyst asks a question. Hi, I'm Alex Thompson, a journalist with a keen interest in cognitive science and educational tools. I'm excited to learn more about your research on the Rubik's Cube. Could you start by explaining how the Rubik's Cube enhances problem-solving skills, etc., etc.? So the expert now starts searching for the web for information. It even finds something on Facebook, something else on this other site, and then gives back some answer, right? Yeah, and I really can't explain everything because the AI is writing that, but you can see it's sort of writing a document of that. Now it answers the question, certainly. The Rubik's Cube enhances problem solving, and then it gives the sources that it has used. And then the analyst asks another question. That's fascinating. Could you provide a specific example? So it goes out and looks for examples, etc., etc. Yeah, and so the process goes on. I don't know whether it's finished. It's actually just finished. So yeah. At the end of it, it writes a comprehensive report. So the way the report is written is it's structured into introduction, a conclusion, and the middle part is a report. Now, multiple reports will be written because there are multiple analysts. So every analyst is conducting an interview. And so at the end of the day, all these reports are combined together to to write one report. And then we finalize the report by putting all the parts together. And once that is done, I should have the output somewhere here, the Rubik's Cube. So it saved that in my computer and unlocking the cognitive potential, the Rubik's Cube as a tool for cognitive development. So it writes a very professional kind of article. And yeah, that's what it looks like. And the good thing about this is that there's no hallucination for the sources. So you can see I open a source. It does exist. You might think that it's just coming up with these sources out of nowhere, but because of the process that it follows, looking for the web and etc., so it comes up with real sources. I'm just clicking randomly, and you see, yeah, these are very real sites, and this is where it has sourced its information. So it's a very good research assistant. Yeah, I tweaked this a bit. This was what was in the course. I tweaked it a bit for it to work to my advantage. So, for example, the process that is followed by me is a bit different from the one that is followed in the course. Um, I might tweak it more to use Google Scholar or something like that. I've not yet done that, but I think it's pretty cool now. I've had it write a lot of articles that are pretty fun. So you can see like crosswords article, this from a song I like, and this is a movie I watched. Yeah, and it's just writing like really cool articles about stuff that you like. So yeah, that's really, let me show. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I won't be showcasing this much. It's also costly. So let's see how much that last one cost to 10 p.m. This one, oh yeah, this one was not so bad. It's 0.1 dollars. Yeah, cool. Um, hopefully I finish the course. I want to finish soon and yeah, and showcase other cool stuff. Thank you.